What's going on, and welcome back to another video. Here behind me you can see a lot of FD RX7 parts which we traveled 10 hours for to pick up all these bunch of cars without even looking at them. Someone said to us, I've got a bunch of FD parts, and we're like, you know what, name your price, we're coming to pick them up because we have a barn find RX7 we're trying to fix. Now a lot of these parts I don't really need, but I did use a few parts for my personal car, and the rest of the stuff is all for sale. So we've got seats, we've got door trims, we've got these rear quarter pieces, we've got a lot of parts. We've got a full red interior, no seats obviously, but we've got door trims and the quarter panels too. And today what we're going to be doing is fitting up some bits on our RX7. So here, right here, we've got the rear boot trims which we're going to be fitting up. Our ones have a few cracks here and on the other one too, and we're going to be fitting those up. Should come along nicely. And a few more interior pieces which I'll show you in a bit. Also going to be fitting that ABS computer as well, and the RX7 will be one step closer to getting it the way I want to get it, and I'll take you guys with me along the ride. So if you haven't watched the previous video of us picking up all these parts, it's an awesome video. It's a massive shop full of rotary parts. Click on this link right here and that will take you to that video. But for now, I'll fast forward to us going to the shop where the RX7 is. So it's not in the garage at the moment, it's actually at a friend's shop which is currently in the middle of detailing it. So not really the right time to be pulling apart interiors because he's already cleaned most of the interior, but we need to do it, so we're going to do it now since it's there. I've already started ripping into it, and let's go finish it off. Now if any of you guys spot something you need for your RX7, please leave a comment down below or hit me up on our Instagram page, and I'll be sure to source that out for you guys and send it out to you guys if that is what you wanted. Alright guys, and we're here with Nico, RX7 in the back, and let me show you guys the RX7. Sitting pretty. I haven't driven it in such a long time. Can't wait to start driving her again. But here's a sneak peek at what you guys are going to see very soon. We're starting to do a full detail on the RX7, which is going to be a sick video. And we're already halfway through that video, but that was a sneak peek for it. And now we've already started pulling apart the boot, as you can see there, and we're going to be fitting all much better parts that I picked up that I just showed you, and this RX7 should be looking very nice. You love it, Nikos?
Love it.
Love it?
Love it.
Absolutely. Especially because it's red. Alright guys, just a bit of an update. I'm making some progress. Here we got the ABS computer that was on the car. Now we've been getting our ABS fault light coming up on the RX7, and luckily for us we have a new ABS computer, and that's the location of the ABS computer on the Series 6 RX7, if any of you are wondering. So now Nico's just going to bolt that up, and then we can start fitting up.
Start rebuilding the engine. I mean, yeah.
Alright man, Subaru owner. Who are you talking about building engines?
Ringland.
Anyways,
Okay.
we also just installed...
Okay.
Always full of jokes, this kid. We just installed the speaker brackets because the RX7 came with no speaker brackets and no speaker grills, but we're going to source some speaker grills as well. We have ourselves some genuine speakers, but they are toast, so we're not going to put them in, but we did use the brackets off them. You can see that, and this speaker was just sitting in the back, just laying around just like that. I don't even know why people would do that. It's a totally different speaker. didn't even fit in there, was just thrown in there. So Those speaker brackets are bolted up. Now we're gonna put these skins back on, but before we do that, Nico's just bolting up the ABS computer, and then we can fit these pieces in before those quarter panels go in. So here's the old ones. As you can see, they're in pretty good nick, but our one did have a crack here. Now it is a 30-year-old car. Things get very old and get messed around, but luckily for us, we have a perfect condition one. Sweet. Get to work, boy. Having a look in the back of the RX7, it actually looks like it's in really good condition, even though it was sitting for so long and it's had a tough life. There seems to be no damage, no rust around the strut towers, around the seals, just a little bit of surface there, but no rust at all, which is pretty cool, and that's what I want to see. Alright, so let's get up to finishing the rest of the boot install. Leave my washer bottle alone.
What? Who? What? When? What? How?
Alright guys, the boot is all final. And look at that. Looks so much better than what it did. No more broken pieces. Just a little bit dirty, we had to clean it again, but other than that, oh, I could stare at it all day.
Me too.
Love it.
I'll stare at a fucking 2 days in the front bonnet, but
What's wrong with 13B, mate?
easy fun.
Everything's all in at the back as well. We bolted the speaker brackets, which we mentioned earlier in the video, and now we're just going to go pick up some speakers on the weekend, fix that. As for the front, we got ourselves a switch. Finally got it. we just got to plug that up, fix some wiring inside the door, because some smart person wired up another switch instead of buying a new one. Who knows why, that probably costs more to do than this. But yeah, so that's going to be going in on a future video, not today. It's getting a bit late, so we're going to have to go now. And guys, look what's in front of me. R32 GDR. Love it. If you guys want to see more on this car, let us know in the comments and we'll make it happen. And who knows, maybe a cruise with the RX7 real soon. Alright guys, pretty much finished the boot install on the RX7, and Nichols called me over because he's found something interesting in the boot. Let's have a look what that says, please.
Conditions of acceptance of firearms and ammunition.
So this RX7 must have carried some very heavy artillery. Let's read.
That's crazy. Read. I didn't even know that was a thing. Switch it around.
Domestic flight, international flight, baggage services, baggage claim,
firearms, ammunition. Meanwhile, in America, you can.
Conditions of acceptance of firearms.
Meanwhile, in America,
I confirm that the firearm is unloaded and has been securely packed. No ammunition is packed within the firearm package. Where there is separately packaged ammunition, it weighs no more than 5 kilos gross, and Qantas has approval given for carriage in Qantas operated flights only. That is some awesome.
That's crazy.
That's so awesome. I'm going to keep that in the car.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm going to leave that right there. And there also was some other funny stuff here too. Like this long lost air freshener.
Yuck.
That doesn't really smell good anymore. A control from the 90s. And a receipt. Let's see where this receipt's from. Some petrol receipt or something.
$44 for how much?
And a panel beater shop.
GB Norton. 25 litres.
Awesome.
98. $44.
Right. We're finishing up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little piece of content working on the RX7. And there's many more where that came from. These old parts are out of the car, and we're slowly starting to make this RX7, the RX7 of dreams. Of course, because it's red, and red is the dream color of all dreams. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.